can grab our bookshelf and type it on.
What are you recording?
Nice and simple.
The Storyland.
I said, and you can get really, really into like some complex like kitchens and things like that. Kind of like how we got a little bit more complex with creating that chair. But let's say you have like a cool, like you have some kitchen stuff and you want to get a furnace going. Something that you can do is break up some area here. It's got a lava block. Maybe it'll work too. Couldn't find the right one, but lava will work just the same. You got lava, or you got fire. I saw someone do it with lava. I thought it was cool, but also a campfire works really well. Let's get some stone. Stone or stone slabs, that's totally up to you. They're going to accomplish the same thing, basically. So some stone, campfire, and you can do a furnace, you can do, I think Minecraft has cauldrons too. But yeah, you can put basically anything up here. So it's great on the area. Up here. You can throw down your stone. Throw down your campfire. Just take it up another level. And you can throw your furnace or your cauldron or whatever you have.
And you're going to go ahead to, so this
just
is very
right on top of it.
important. So let's say you're currently standing on.
There you go.
If this is the center, this is where you want to enter the portal.
Just a little kind of different way to set up your furnaces, set up your kitchen, your crafting areas, just to be like a little bit more real, you know, like you know, it's an actual house. And there you go. Nothing crazy, pretty simple, but just wanted to give you guys just kind of a good idea of, you know, just some of the creative things that you can do with some of this stuff for the inside of your home, just to make it a little bit more realistic and a little more homier. All right, we have a lot to cover as far as these buildings go, so let's get to it. And of course, guys, there's a lot more stuff that you can do with the interior of your home. I just wanted to go over some of those few basics, and then hopefully, you know, one or two things that maybe you advanced players didn't get. But let's build this guy, Viking home. I think it's great for kind of like little starter villages. It just looks very quaint, and it looks very natural. And I love the little smokestack that we're able to get coming out of this guy. And of course, you can always add chimneys and stuff like that to those guys as well. But let's get to it. For this one, we're going to need a couple of different things. So we're going to need a type of log. You guys can basically choose whatever log you want. I'm going to use a spruce log on this one to change up from my last one. So spruce log, a type of stone. I'm just going to use cobblestone because it's kind of what I got going on in my village. And then you can take like another type of stone, or you can use more cobblestone. I like to mix things up a little bit, so I'll take this guy. Then we're gonna need some planks to keep it with spruce. So I'll get some spruce planks. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We're also gonna need stairs for our stone. Got some stone stairs. I'll use cobblestone since I don't have the andesite ones. Spruce planks. Let's get another color of wooden stair as well. So I'm gonna grab that birch. Nice light one to get some contrast in there. And then we're also going to need grass. Grass is going to be really important for this building one. And then let me see if I'm missing anything. So spruce logs, stone, other stone, stair, fence. Oh, a slab. We're going to need some spruce slabs. Okay. So spruce slab. All right. Should be pretty good to build off of this. So to make this one, I said I normally don't measure and count when building my house, but for building something as kind of unique as this guy, we definitely want to count this one. So this is probably one of the few things that you'll see me count for, but I think it's actually important for this build. So we're going to take our logs, and you want a nice open area. The structure of our house is going to be a square. So just a nice big square area. It doesn't need to be too big either. So come over here to the corner. I'm going to lay down our block, but we're going to lay down this one facing up. Then we're going to come to the side and place 1, 2, 3 logs, and then one more facing up. See that? I'm going to do it again. So 1, 2, 3 on the side, 1 facing up. It should look something like this. All right, we're going to do that again. 1, 2, 3, facing up. And we're just going to keep doing this round until we get that square. It looks like I actually need to add in some grass blocks here. Here we go. And the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 1 up. And again, 1, 2, 3, 1 facing up. All right, and then just connect these guys now with the same method. 1, 2, 3, facing up. 1, 2, and 3. And then there we go. You guys should be having something that looks like this. Just a nice, even square. Looking good? All right. And I can actually already tell, because this guy goes a little bit more out, that I'm going to need to add a few more of these guys here on the edge. Add those in really quick. Okay. Okay, we can switch back to our log. Sorry. Switch back to our log, and we're going to come up, and now is where we decide where the front of our house is and where the back of our house is going to be. With the way that I want this set up, it's going to be an A-frame, so it's going to come up and it's going to come down, and I know that I'm going to put some grass on the edges, so I think the grass from the house is going to work really well with the grass from this hill. So I'm going to make this my front. You just go up 2. I'm sorry, up 3. 1, 2, 3, and then out. Should have something that looks like that. Let me do this to the back as well. 2, and then out. This is what you should be looking at right now. There you can switch to one of our stones. It doesn't matter what stone you use, doesn't matter what logs you use, and just want to fill in this. It's not too big, so I should be able to go pretty quickly through this. There we go. Next, we can get our planks. Like I said, y'all can always use, different kind of planks. It can always be a little bit different, however you want to do that. Go. And actually, before we switch to our planks, let's switch to my pretty stone. And what we're going to do is in both the front and the back of the building, we are going to place the stones at the corners. Okay. And then again here in the middle. You want to do that for the front and the back. Okay. Then you can switch to your stone stair and put in your stairs. And then on top of the middle of that one too. There we go. You do that to the front as well as the back. There we go. So you should have a foundation, something like that. And I'm sorry, this guy actually goes up. Well, I thought he was looking a little bit short. Let's pick him up one more. So it should go up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks from your foundation, and then 2 out. There we go. Yeah, he was looking a little small. So start over. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2. There we go. Now we're gonna switch over to our planks, and we're gonna create our walls, windows, and door, kind of. You'll see what I mean when I say kind of, because that grass block is gonna play a big role in this. Sit there. I don't want it to get dark. So then for the door, so this is gonna be my front right here. I've already decided that. And then for the door, just gonna leave an empty space and put down some planks just like this. Just like that. And then we're gonna come over here for the window. We're gonna do something similar, slightly different. So lay down your 2 just like that. Then we want to take our stair. We're gonna have our stair facing that way. There we go. And then we can lay in another plank right there. And then I think without having to set another one, we should be able to put an upside down stair. Nope, we're gonna have to pick this guy up. So select our plank again. Put another one right there. And then we're going to place our stair like that. And so we end up with just a nice, tiny little window, just like that. Here we go, get rid of that guy. And then that is going to be our front door, and then our side of the house. Then we're going to want to do the same thing over here for the windows. You can create a back door if you want to. I'm not going to on this one. Not for the Viking style home. It's gonna have one entrance, but you guys can put as many doors and stuff in there as you would like. So for this one, I just made 2 windows on this side, and it's done that same way. Okay. Give y'all a second to just check that out, just in case. All right, we can do the same thing up here. come back and get rid of that. Okay, and then just to finish it off, throw down that last plank on the side. I think I forgot to do that over here as well. Throw it up on that last plank right there. There we go. And it should be hopefully looking something like that. All right, guys, now we are going to work on our big frame, which is going to kind of account for most of the house right now. So we're going to switch back to our wood stairs. And I need another layer of grass right here. You want to start it on the corner end of this guy. So your very last stone one, this is where you're going to want to start that frame. And we're going to do it the same way that we did the roof. So we're going to put the little starter stair, and then we're just going to come back inside the advanced roof, and then put the upside down stair right on top of it, and we're going to keep stacking our stairs like this. Or our roof, I should say. There we go. You should have now it looking something like that. The same thing over here. I might not have time to do to complete this house with you guys, but just know, just like with our other roofs and our other houses, you know, if I only get time to do one side of the roof, that the other side of the roof gets done the exact same way. Let's go with that. There we go. Now for the cool little Viking part of it at the top, that little notch. So to do that, right here on the edge, place a stair going up like that. And then here on the sides of it, it's not cooperating with me. It's not cooperating with me. We'll check this guy. Make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, yeah, so we're trying to, just trying to place that stair upside down, and it's just giving me some trouble. There we go. So I was placing mine on the right side up, and then just the opposite way, we just have the stairs right on top of each other, on top of this upside down one here. You can do that again. So once you have this top center stair going up, come over here, you do an upside down one, and then a regular in-facing one right there on top. There we go. Should be looking something like that. And then down here at the bottom, for later on, we're going to put an upside down stair right there. That'll be for some decoration later. All right. Now for the roof. The roof is where it can get a little tricky. So I'll try to keep it kind of as simple as I can. But it's going to be a lot of stairs. And by the way, how you do the front of the house is the exact same way you would do the back of the house. So to start, you're building up the stairs from there, keep going, and then just repeat this process. But since we're limited on time, and I still want to show you that hobbit hole, I'm going to leave doing the back of it to you guys. Like I said, just the exact same thing. So now we are going to start placing some stairs kind of up here to create this kind of upper part of the frame. And we're going to do it by starting on top of the logs. And we actually want the stairs, let's see, facing this way. I'm sorry, the last one is going to be like that. So we can just start these off like this. We can go 1, 2, 3, or just 1, 2 there, and we're going to go a third one. So 1, 2, 3 stairs, just like that. So 1, 2, 3. Then come down here at the bottom, put it upside down one. And you can do that same side, same thing to this side. So it'd be 1, 2. There's something there on that one. So it's 1, 2, upside down one. It should be looking something like that. And then we are going to just make sure that it's going on the right track. And then what we want is throw down some slabs. And we're going to use these slabs to connect these pieces. Okay? And then on the center slab, stack an extra one. Just like that. If you want to give it a little extra kind of coolness, you can take out those slabs and throw in an opposite way of facing stairs. And it just creates, it kind of just keeps that little bump thing going. There you go. All right. Now to kind of finish this guy off, what we're going to do is we're going to use our slabs to connect our roof basically and give everything a little bit of support. So from right here, from these blocks, we are going to build off and just keep going. And this is creating kind of a support structure for our grass that we're going to throw down. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Okay, so we can do that. We can fill in. Then we can fill in our bottom. And you can see how this house is kind of starting to take its shape. Right? Then for some aesthetics, it's cool to throw down kind of another log just here in the center, just to kind of break up the space. Like I said, guys, you're going to do the exact same thing to this side that we did over here to this side. So the exact same thing. I'm just skipping it so that I have time to show you guys the Hobbit hole as well. And then just kind of connect them over here to our A-frame kind of structure. There we go. And then you guys can see it would obviously line up over here as well with our big guy, the same way it does over here. So then once you have that, you can take your grass and start filling everything in. Then we go all the way to the edge, but not in the house. There you go. There we go. And then to kind of make the house seem a little bit more bigger, we can throw it in some extra ones here at the bottom. It's just going to help the house seem like it's a lot more bigger and massive than it actually is. There we go. There we go. Nice and simple. And then, of course, you can always decorate it. We can get some grass. We can get some flowers. And then bone meal. And I will go more over just kind of placing plants and stuff when we cover water. I think next week. So we want this, like, it looks too new here. We want it to look like, it's really grown in, like that one over there. So just start throwing some grass down. Don't want it to be perfect, just a little bit everywhere. There we go. Then we're going to throw, I don't know where my flowers go. I think I replaced it with bone meal. So get our flower out, throw some flowers down too, just to help it look pretty. Go. Then if we switch to our bone meal, we can grow some of this stuff so that it looks like the house has been here for longer than it actually has. Just throw all this stuff around it too. It's nice and beautiful. There we go. I did this one kind of quick, but you guys can see, like from this one over here, if you take more time, you know, you put more grass and all that, you really fill it up, you're going to really get it to look cool. And it looks like it's just kind of coming in right off the side of that. And then, like I said, do the exact same thing over here, guys. The smokestack is pretty easy. Just get a campfire. Go. Switch our campfire. And then I just make a hole in the roof. There's really no two ways around it, but just make a hole. Follow it down. Lay down your fire. All the smoke should go right on that heat. If you're in survival mode, fire can hurt you. It can be dangerous, so you can even stack it up and then place it there. So you still have. I was a little off. It should be directly under it. There we go. So you have it directly under it, and you don't have to worry about burning yourself on the fire or something like that. You know, if you have it up, you know, above your level. There we go. And then that is how you just get that little smokestack to be coming out of your house. And it's nice in survival mode too, because I use smoke signals as kind of a way so I don't get lost when I'm out mining and adventuring in the Minecraft land. So a little smoke signal in your house too, to just let you always know where your house is. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's basically your Viking house. If you want, like here on the edges, you could add in like another, basically just like another little, you know, extra extremity like I had over here. You just basically just grow it up and you just add some stairs to it as well. It's pretty simple. Like I said, it's optional though. It's not necessary. So since we're time crunched, I left that part out, but it's totally doable, guys. Just kind of stack it on the same way. I think it's only 2 up, and then scale. Oh, oops. There we go. Upside down, facing the right way, please. Thank you. Keep going. Oh, thank you. There you go. And then you can see when you get to here, you can actually help give your house just an extra little on top. And you do the same thing on the other side, and then connect it with these slabs the same way that we did. So just keep on going. There you go. Like I said, that little build option to your house is optional. It just adds another cool little feature to it. But as you can see on this side, you still get a cool looking house. Not 100% necessary, but just a cool little feature I thought I would put in. Alright, and we got about 5 minutes left. Should be just enough time to show you how to do a hobbit door, which is pretty simple. So I got the base of my hobbit door right here. So you can just knock out a space here in the door. And then, of course, the inside, you guys can do the inside however you want. I won't be covering the inside of the hobbit hole today, just because if you want to create another room or nothing, you're going to just follow the same pattern that we're going to do out here. So, first thing we're going to need are some planks, start from scratch. So some planks, we're going to stack them up 2 high, and then leave a space of 1, 2, 3, and again, 2 high. So do like that with your door here against the wall. Switch to our stairs. Put one on the outside, one on the inside. There we go. And then we are going to just build up from here, the same way we have been with our steps. So staircase that one, and an upside down one right there. And we're just doing it again. through. There we go. Nice plank there in the middle, and we have our nice little hobbit home. First, you probably want to switch out this dirt here on the edges and switch it out for another plank and just do birds really quick. Yep, and that's definitely looking homey. Let's find our lantern. And something that I like to add on here that adds a nice touch is a trapdoor. So I'm just going to get a spruce trapdoor, nice and simple. Okay. Right, and if you lay your trapdoors down on the edges of your stairs here, when you open them, face them down the wrong way. When you open them, it's facing the wrong way, but it's working on this one here. I just can't get that right angle. There we go. And it just adds just a nice little kind of touch. There we go. I'm gonna add a nice little touch there. Grab your lantern, hang it, and then something else that works. A door. And you can grab a barrel. Oh. Just to kind of switch up the look of all this, kind of all the monotone back here. And get rid of that guy, put a barrel back here. And it just ends up like a nice little thing. You can have the barrel facing whatever way you want. Really. But there we go. Just to kind of break it up. And always go from the inside. And have you go.
You did that. You have no ring, so you don't even know when.
Get out of here so you guys can see. And there we go, little hobbit home. And then what you can do, you just get some cobblestone or some grass, and you can just start kind of filling in these sides to make it look really hobby. You got some stone, so you can do the same thing with grass. If you really want it hobby, just there like in these little homes. There we go, little hobbit home. And you would do the same thing. If you wanted to create another room, you would just knock out a big space and you would just kind of create another circular entrance in your cave, and that would lead to the next room. So yeah, there we go, guys. Class is right at that end time. Sorry guys, I know we covered a lot today. See Paige, Ryan, upside down stairs, how you make a boat. I'm sorry, I'm seeing these right now, guys. So it looks like we had a lot of questions on these houses. So I should definitely have time to squeeze in kind of like a second round tutorial of the Viking house the next time we have class. Because I know we had a lot to cover today, guys, so I really wanted to get to it. But I am seeing, there was a couple students who asked if I was going a little fast, and I'm sorry about that. But don't worry, I will definitely cover this again next class if you had a little bit of trouble with it. And we should also be getting into water on our next class as well, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely go over this again. I know it was a little fast, but don't worry, we'll definitely get there. We will be building farms later and all that stuff. So yeah, no worries. If it was a little fast today, guys, I would definitely give another tutorial on the Viking home next class. So don't worry at all. Other than that, though, not seeing too many more questions. If you guys have questions, go ahead and put them in. So you build a farm. So yeah, I think I said we will be building a little farm later on. And let me see. Upside down stairs, I can answer that one really quick. So in order to make an upside down stair, it doesn't matter what kind of block you have. As long as it's a block, it's a stair.
Can I help you?
To make an upside down stair, all you do is you're going to face the block that you want it on, and instead of aiming at the bottom, you aim it at the top. When you aim it at the top, you get an upside down stair. When you aim it at the bottom, you get a regular stair. So to do that A-frame, how we were doing, I forget who's asking. It might have been Paige. I don't know. I'm sorry. But you're just going to kind of stack that up just like that. And then just like on the regular block, aim it at the top, and it's going to end up upside down. Now we have this little Tetris Z looking piece here. And then you just keep going with that method. At the top, and there we go. And that is how I did these side structures here. But yeah, that's it for today's class, guys. I'll definitely, looking back at the chat, there's a lot of questions, so I'll definitely be going over more of that next class as well. So no worries there. We'll definitely make sure everyone has a chance to really understand this structure, because it is very different than the other structures that we're making. So no worries. But yep, that's it for today's class. Hopefully you guys got to learn some cool stuff, and yeah, we will see you guys on Monday. In the meantime, just keep kind of making your structures, making them, building, and then really start to work on the interiors as well. And yeah, all right, I'll see you guys next time.